Welcome back to Further Solutions Academy. Further Solutions Academy. Don't forget to share our video, subscribe if you have not subscribed before, and comment on the comment section for better moderation. You can reach us if you want our online class. You can reach us with this line. Now you can call us with that line. You can WhatsApp us. You can also via Telegram allow. +234 80 9599 Now I have this to work on, which is change of subject of formula. The outline, power form, and no power form. That is what I'm going to be working on. Don't forget we have videos already on the changing of subject of formula. You need to go there and learn. That is what you need. Now I will be starting with power form. I will be starting with what? Power form. Take note of that. Power form. Now that is with case 1. Let me write out some problem, which is the first one. I'm having y equals to root of k squared plus s squared divided by c. I'm making s the subject. Please, I'm making s the subject of the formula. Take note of those things. And second one, I'm having 3s cubed equals to c minus b squared. I'm making b the subject. Please take note of that. Now, it's in power form. You can see that all of those things are having power. Now, how do I go? Solution with this to this, solution to this. Now, the first one, I'm having this. I have y equals to k minus plus x squared divided by t. The first thing I will need to do, I will cross multiply. How do I cross multiply? This will multiply this, and that will be multiplied by yt equals to root of k squared plus s squared. Please make sure to cover everything. Now it means the next thing I can say that square both side. Now, which I will be having yt bracket of 2 equals to root of bracket of k squared plus x squared bracket of squared. Now, don't forget that if I have root of s 1 all over 2, take note of those things. Very, very important. That's what I'm using there. It means indirectly this will cancel this, and I have yt both and squared kt plus x squared. What am I looking for? I'm looking for x. It means my s squared can be equals to kt bracket of squared minus k squared. Now I can now square root both sides. Square root both sides. It means square roots both sides, which it means I'll be having x equals to root of kt bracket of squared minus k squared. That is my answer. That is my answer. Please don't just go and do the, because of the operation minus z, you can't reduce that, you can't do anything to it. Look at this. Minus. The only thing you can do here, I'm just expanding some things there. You can say that root of st minus plus. That is only thing you can do there because of difference of the square. You cannot cancel the root because of the no. It's not possible. Please take note of that. Very, very important. Now look at the second one. That is my answer, please. The second one, I'm to make a solution to this cube. I have a cube minus equals to c minus b. The first thing I will need to do is that I need to subtract both sides by c. It means I'll be having minus b squared equals to 4a cubed minus c. Now, there is a big problem here. This minus. It means I'll multiply both sides by what? By minus, which is b squared equals to c minus 4a cubed. C minus 4a cubed, which I just open bracket with what? With this minus here. With this minus here. Now, can now say that square both sides. Square both sides. It means I'll be having b equals to root of square root both sides. C minus 4a cubed, which I have squared, I have this. This will cancel this. It means my b equals to what? Root of c minus 4. That is my final answer. That is it. Now, whenever you find you make something the subject of formula, it's the value you are making, which is the variable you are making, must be equals to others. Mind you, there must not be b or something similar to b or b to b on the other parts. Look at this also. Can you see that there is not something like x or something similar to s on the other parts? Take note of those things very well. Now, let me try to show another example, which it will really help. I'm still on power form. I've dropped the power form. Don't mind me. I'm still on power form. Let me try to show different cases. That will really help. I'm still on power form. Now look at this problem. Also. It's a simple one, and we need to understand it. It's in power form anyway. Do you know that I can write this? You are making T subject here. You are making J subject over there. K equals to M bracket of T minus 3 divided by T minus 9. Do you know that I can write this as K equals to M T minus 3 all over T minus 9. Please take note of that. 1 all over 2. Take note of that very well. I think, yes, I can divide both sides by what? By n. Now, it means k all over m equals to t minus 3 divided by t bracket of 1 over 2. Now, I can answer that square both sides, or you can use or multiply both power by 2. Please take note of that. By 2. Either of the two. Anyone you feel that is convenient for you, you can. Now, since I have that, it means I'll be having k all over m bracket of squared equals to 3 divided by what? T minus 3. I've multiplied both sides by 2. Now, since I have that, I can now cross multiply. My space. So when I cross multiply, it means I'll be having k squared bracket of k minus 9 equals to m squared bracket of minus 3. It means I'll be having k squared t minus k squared 9 equals to m squared t 3m. Now, I'm looking for t anyway. I will now collect like times. It means kt minus m squared t equals to, I can say that k squared 9k squared minus 3m. What's common here? M bracket of k squared minus m squared equals to 9k squared minus 3m. Divide both sides by what? By k squared m squared. K squared m squared. This will cancel this. Can you see that my t? Can it mean my t will be equals to, please, t must not be 2t, must not be minus t, and there must not be power of t. If not, you have not, okay. It means I'll be having 2k squared minus 3m squared. This is square here. Okay, there's no square here. Okay, divided by k squared minus n squared. That is my final answer. Now, there's nothing you can do. You can't go on different of 2 squared. Take note of that. It's not possible because of what is here. What is here. There's nothing you can do. I think you can factor out. You can only factor out 3, which is allowed to say that 3 t can be equals to 3 bracket of 3k squared minus n squared divided by what? K squared minus n squared. You can do it this way, but there's anything, you can't achieve anything anyway. There's nothing to be achieved there. Yes, there's nothing. There's no, assuming that 3 can come out to be very fine and can easily cut out other parts. Now let's move on to this part. Let's move on to the other part. Now, what I need to understand here is that I can write t equals to u divided by g plus f divided by what? Fu roots. Take note of that. To remove that roots, I can square both sides. Take note of that. Squared both sides. Or multiply both power by what? By 2. It means t squared equals to u divided by g f divided by fg. Please take note of that very well. I can answer that t squared will be equals to u multiplied by fg divided by gf. G plus f. What am I making? I'm making g the subject. Now, I can now say that what? Cross multiply. Cross multiply. Now, when I cross multiply, t squared bracket of g plus f equals to fgu. Fgu. Now, which I open the bracket on this other part, g plus f g squared equals to fgu. Now, don't forget, I'm looking for g. It means collect like times t squared g minus fug equals to minus fc. Yes. Now, I can answer that what? My g bracket of t squared minus fu equals to minus fc squared. Divide both sides by what? T squared minus fu. Both sides by what? T squared minus fu. This will cancel this. Now, it means, permit me to manage this. My g will be equals to minus fc squared divided by t squared minus fg. That is my answer. That is my what? My answer. Can you see that is very, very simple? Can you see it's very, very what? Simple. Now, okay. Okay, something just came to my mind now. You can also write this as g equals to ft squared divided by fu minus t squared. I just open the bracket with what? With anyhow you want to do it, but you can leave it like that. This one there will be a minus, but this one you have changed this, you have opened the bracket with a minus, and you are good to go. Now let me now talk about the case 2. I want to work on the case 2, which is going to be no power. Case 2, which is no power. There will be a power and no power. This time around, there is no power, and you have to make something the subject. How will you go? What will you do? That is what I am about to start with. There will be power on it. Okay, permit me to run this. Sorry, because of space. Now, this time around, I'm talking about no power. No power. No power. That's what I'm trying to work on. Now, let me write out some problem. Okay, look at these two problems. Let's see how it will go. I have if 1 all over P equals to 1 all over Q plus 1 over R. I'm to make R the subject. And if 1 all over Y plus P all over X equals to R all over X, I'm to make R the subject. Let's see how it will go. Solution. Now, solution to this. What I need to do now is that 1 all over P equals to 1 all over Q plus 1 all over R. What I need to do now is that I collect like times. Now, I think I'll be having 1 all over R equals to 1 all over P minus 1 all over Q. Now, can I find the LCM, which is my LCM with PQ, which is I'll be having Q plus minus P. Now, since I have that, I can now say that I don't need to stress myself. It's a very simple question. I will reciprocate this, which I will say that my R will be equals to PQ all over what? Q minus P. That's my answer. That is my answer. I don't need to do much about it. Don't forget, I collect like times. I find the LCM, which is normal fraction, and what? Reciprocate the what? For it to have that is just it. For instance, if I have 1 all over n equals to 3 all over 4, my n will be equals to 4 all over 3. That is what is there. Take note of those things. They are just a simple application, like But look at this. There is difference here. There is another problem here. This one is quite different. It's quite different. What am I making? I'm making R. R is my problem. There is RA, there is RA. It means R all over Y minus R all over X plus P all over X equals to 0. Yes, I just connect like times. Now, it means I can say RY minus R all over X equals to minus P all over X. Now, the only problem I'm having now is the R. And I want to make R the subject. It means I can say that YX, which is my LCM, X minus RY equals to P all over X minus P all over X minus. Don't forget that minus must be there. Okay, since I have that, what can I do? I can now say that R bracket of X minus Y divided by XY equals to P all over X. Now, with this, I will multiply both sides. Multiply. Take it of this. Both side by reciprocal of this, which is XY all over X plus X minus Y. X minus, not division, that's minus Y, sorry. Now, that's what is called reciprocate. It means Y, for instance, X Y multiplied by XY equals to minus P all over X bracket of XY all over X minus Y. Can you see that this will cancel this? This will cancel this. My R become minus PXY divided by X bracket of, I can turn it to X squared minus YX. Firstly, this is my answer because you can see that there's no R here, which I can as well write this as, it can also be written as pxy divided by yx minus s squared. At this point, there is no minus anymore. That is all about that. Can you see? Mathematics is very, very simple. If you can do well on this video, you'll be very good in physics and other part of this thing. Now, before I end this part, let me try to show more questions, more cases, that will really help you. You can just, if you are having problem phobia on mathematics, you can come to my channel to learn, and learn and relearn, and you'll be fine with it. You'll be very good in mathematics, I promise. Look at these two problems. Here I'm to make A the subject, here I'm to make small letter A the subject. And let's see how it will go. Solution to this problem. And I need to go. The first thing I want to do here is that I want to make A. Now, do you know that I can write this as equals to minus x all over 3 bracket of b minus 5 7a brackets. Now, what did I do there? I just subtract 1 from both sides. I subtract 1 from both sides. Please take note of that thing. Now, do you know that I can write this as, if I decide to multiply by minus, which I can say that 1 minus y equals to x all over 3 bracket of b minus 5 all over a. Do you know it's allowed? Yes. I multiply both sides by minus. Now, do you know that where I'm coming to is this thing I'm really working towards? Do you know that I can multiply both sides by 3 all over x, which I'll be having, if I do that, I'll be having 3 bracket of 1 minus y all over x equals to 3 bracket multiplied by x all over 3 bracket of b minus 5 all over a, which this will cancel. Now, since I have that, do you know that I can say that also I can say subtract b from both sides. If I do that, it means I can say that 3 all over x bracket of 1 minus y minus b equals to b minus b minus 5 all over of a. This will cancel. That's what I'm trying to say. Which you can see how it becomes that. You can see how that becomes that. Now, do you know that at this point I can say that multiply both sides by minus 7 all over 5, which is reciprocal of this. It means my A will be equals to minus 7 all over 5 bracket of 3 all over x bracket of 1 minus y minus b equals to, that is, I think if I like, I can stop here, that is my answer. Nobody will arrest me. Firstly, what I will ensure is, I will ensure that my A is not here. Can you see? Is there any form of A here? No. Okay, to prove myself that I really know mathematics very well, I can say that 7 all over 5 bracket of multiply both sides by, I can say that 3 minus 3y minus bx divided by what? X. I find the LCM inside and also open bracket. There is nothing you can add up here. There is nothing you can add up here. That is, trust me, there's nothing. I can easily say that my A equals to, I can say that 21y plus 7bx minus 21 divided by 5x. That is my final answer. I can leave it like that. I can also say that this can also be equals to 21y all over 5x plus 7bx all over 5x minus 21 all over 5x. Either of the two, anyone you can, but I'm just telling you the different cases. But normally you can stop here. Just note that. You can stop here. You can stop here. There won't be any problem. Nobody will arrest you for stopping here. You have your answer already. Now look at this also. Let's try to work on this. Now look at this. I'm to make A the subject. I'm making A the subject. Now I have A equals to 1b bracket over. I have H A. This is very straightforward. Anyway, this can be very straightforward. The first thing I will do, if I'm our you, I will say multiply both sides by what? By 2 all over h. 2 all over h. Can you see? Okay, it means I'll be having a 2 all over h equals to what? 2 all over h multiplied by h all over 2 bracket of a plus b. This will cancel this. This will cancel this. Now I have a plus b equals to 2a all over h. What am I making? I'm making, which I can say subtract b from both sides, which I have a equals to 2a all over h minus b. That is my answer, which I can also say that a can be equals to 2a minus bh divided by h, which anyone will feel like. I'll be stopping here. I think you are good to go with this. Don't forget you are home with Further Solutions Academy. Once again, thanks for watching.